Star Wars Visions Season 3 now out. All 9 episodes available for you guys to go and check out on Disney Plus right now. We're going to talk about it, so smash your thoughts down below, smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's talk Season 3 of Visions right now. So Star Wars Visions is a new take on the Star Wars lore. This is where we get stories by animated studios and they run with it in the Star Wars universe. It's something that I have loved since the very first season. You guys know I love anime, I love Star Wars, put them together, match made in heaven for me. I love Season 1. Season 2 had some great ones, had some misses, but I was still excited for Season 3. This is like the one project for Star Wars that I'm still excited for, because Star Wars is in such a weird place for me right now. But Visions I was always excited for. So now we come to Season 3, and we have the return of particular characters and stories from Season 1. There's 3 of them. We have the Ninth Jedi story continue. We have the village one from Season 1 with the Jedi with the yellow lightsaber. Her story continues. And we have the Ronin story continue as well. And then we get some new ones and some stories that actually tie in to events that are happening within the Star Wars canon, which was interesting to see. Now, firstly, I love this project. I think this is just something that's so unique and great. Now, this season I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed a lot of these ones. Now, the particular episodes I really enjoyed, there's a bounty hunter one where this chick has a robot that has an assassin sort of like mode to it. It's got like split personality. Loved that episode. I thought that was great. The animation was stunning as well, but I really liked the story and everything about it. To me, that was strong. Another one is obviously going to be the village chick, like, you know, with the yellow lightsaber. I really liked it. I love the animation style as well. The fight was great, but it's the narrative, because it's all about her master, her past that's coming back, and I really like that aspect. But one of my favorite episodes was the episode where the young Jedi Padawan loses her eyesight. So she actually is fighting. It's this beautiful opening sequence of this fight that's happening, animated gorgeously, beautiful color. She loses her sight and falls down a cliff. And what you are having is now the internal struggle. Because that whole entire fight, she was, you know, letting her emotions overtake her. And we know the emotions lead to the dark side of the Force. So why she can't see, she is panicking, she's scared, she thinks she's going to die. We now go into an internal struggle with her as the dark side tries to overtake her. And it was beautiful. It was so great to see how that would all come out. And it really showcased you that no matter how blind you are, you can use the Force to see your surroundings. And I love that this episode really dived into the aspect of the Force itself and showcased you how everything is connected, and that you don't need eyesight to be able to connect with the Force and be able to still function as if you had eyesight. It was so beautifully written, beautifully animated. Just the direction was great. The story itself, fantastic. I really, really liked that episode. Now, the Ninth Jedi episode I really liked as well. We're continuing the story there. The little robot that you meet in this episode is so freaking wholesome. He is so great. And he was the MVP of that episode. I really, really liked that. The dynamic that they created with that. They made you care for this freaking droid, man. They made you care for it. So that was great. Episode 9, bro, episode 9 is one of the craziest ones I've seen. And it was trippy as. So the whole idea of episode 9 is this is happening while the Death Star's being blown up. So this is all happening at the same time. And with this happening, we dive into a stormtrooper who is on the brink of death and is going through this psychedelic episode as he tries to cling to life. And there's no dialogue, but oh my word, it was trippy as. The colors, the animation, everything. I'm sitting there, I'm like, am I on something? Like, is this what it's supposed to be? I started to question myself. But it's a very artistic episode. Now, this episode isn't going to be for everyone. I'm telling you that now. This episode is more, it's only 13 minutes long and it's artistic. It's like the show episode of showing what someone is going through as they're trying to cling to death. And it was something, you know, it's an experience. Not one of my favorite episodes, but I like what they did. It's something unique and it was something different from the other episodes as well, which is something that I really appreciated. Now, episode 5, I didn't really care for episode 5. To me, it was the weakest one. So, you know, go and find the treasure. It was okay. The Ronan episode is great as well. We get some backstory to him as well, and what is, you know, the ghost that is haunting him, and this machine-like Jedi that's not really a Jedi anymore. And even in the thing they quote about, you're more machine than actually human. But man, that machine guy, he's leaving after images when he's moving. Like, this guy had some sort of ability that was moving through in there. Whether or not he was using the Force or not, I don't know. Or if it was just his cybernetics. But he was moving mad crazy because he was wrecking things. And obviously, remember the umbrella? Well, there's something like that that comes back in this episode. The animation, just like the first two episodes, really, really good. So I really like that one as well. There's a one with a speeder as well, which was cool. You know, that it had like this Iron Man moment where she like turned into like an X-Wing essentially. She had like an X-Wing on her back and stuff. That was pretty cool as well. Not one of my favorites, but it was cool. The animation was nice, and I liked the story that it was just something different. A lot of this had the Empire throughout it as well. There was Master Yoda was referenced in here as well in one of the episodes. I can't remember exactly what episode it was, but it was when someone said, "I'm too small," and he's like, well, Master Yoda was small and still powerful and stuff. So I was like, oh, reference to Master Yoda there. Then there's also this one about a civilization that, you know, the kings and stuff like that, they got overthrown by the Empire and stuff like that, and now they got to get the prince out. And there's like a hidden Jedi. They go to Yavin as well, where, you know, this is all happening and stuff. So this is all tied into the lore as well that's happening. So there were so many, you know, great moments throughout this season. I really like this season. I don't think it's as good as season 1. I still think season 1 is the best season so far. It's just so good. But I think this one is a very, very solid season. A lot of episodes I enjoyed. Some are like 5 I didn't really care for. And like I said, 9 is trippy as F. But the action was great in all of them. I really, really like the action. I really like that they're diving into these stories. It's just unique. And that's something I've always appreciated about this series, is it's not like all the other Star Wars content that we get. This is something that is so unique and different from what we get that it's such a breath of fresh air. It's refreshing. It is something that makes you go, oh, I'm looking forward to seeing this. And I really, really like that. And I think more things should do stuff like this. And I'm someone, I love Star Wars, but my problem with Star Wars has always been everything has to be connected. That's why I kind of like this, because you have stories that aren't connected. They're just their own thing. And it's refreshing. Because why do we want to continually condense the universe? Like we talk about a galaxy that is far, far away, that is so expansive, massive, outer rim, everything like that. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's tied to the Skywalkers. Why? Why can't we just expand it? Tell stories from over here and over here and over here. Why connect it to something else? And that's what I love about Visions. And I think Vision Season 3 does that. But it also loosely connects, but makes you still feel like this is its own unique story that you were following. So I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought of Season 3. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you not? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button for me. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.